friends, this week we've been talking about long O. And long vowels
say their names.
Long O says
O.
Long O says
O.
Long O says
O.
What does long O say? And there are several different ways that we spell long O. O-W says
O.
O-W says
O.
O-E says
O.
O-E says
O.
O-A says
O.
O-A says O says
O.
O says
O.
Did I forget it? I think that's it. Alright, friends. So this week we're talking about the long O sound. Now, I want us to blend some words. Remember, now that we are very smart second graders, we're getting away from breaking apart the words. Now we're blending them, almost like we're singing. Alright? Ready, set.
You bet.
Eyes and ears on the board. Ready, blend.
Bold.
Ready, blend.
Toe.
Ready, blend.
Toe.
Ready, blend.
Low.
Ready,
No.
blend.
No.
Ready, blend.
Toast.
Ready, blend.
Dough.
Ready, blend.
Goal.
Ready, blend.
Fold.
Ready, blend.
Nose.
Ready, blend.
Go.
Ready, blend.
Coast.
Ready, blend.
Slow.
Ready, blend.
Cold.
Ready, blend.
Whoa.
Ready, blend.
Blow.
Ready, blend.
Foe.
Ready, blend.
Toad.
Ready, blend.
Soap.
Ready, blend.
Crow.
Ready, blend.
Nose.
Ready, blend.
Float.
Ready, blend.
Roast.
Ready, blend.
Snow.
Ready, blend.
Cold.
Ready, blend.
Cost.
Okay, let me tell you what you said. You said cox. Is that long O or short O?
Short.
And we are blending.
Long.
And long O says, I want you to look at this word and read it with your eyeballs only. What's the word?
Coat.
Very good. Talking someone into something. All right. Now, what I want you to do, we are going to practice some phonics, some long O phonics. All right, let me show you. Eyes and ears. All right, the directions say, read the words. Decide if the long O sound is at the beginning, the middle, or the end. Sort the words. The word beginning. Beginning. What does beginning mean when we're talking about looking for sounds in a word? Think. What does beginning mean when we're talking about looking for sounds? Riley Parker, complete sentence.
Beginning means at the end of it, at the front of the word.
Very good. Front, that's a synonym for beginning. We've been talking about synonyms this week, and synonyms mean the
Same.
Very good. So at the front of the word. The middle. What does it mean to find a sound in the middle of a word? Mason? Okay, you keep thinking. I can tell you're thinking. Think about the middle. Emma?
The middle of the word is the middle sound.
The middle sound. And where do we find the middle sound? In between the beginning and... Very good. And the end. What does it mean if the sound is at the end? Xander?
It's at the last part of the word.
Very good. It is the last part of the word. Let me give you an example. Joe. What's the word?
Joe.
Think. Do you hear O at the beginning, the middle, or the end? Think. Joe. Listening for long O. Joe. When I say class, you tell me where you hear it. Joe. Class. At the end. It is the very last sound you hear. All right? At the bottom. Rhyme time. Circle the word that rhymes with the first word. You have to read the word, find the word that rhymes. Okay? So your first job is to sort the long O words as beginning, middle, and end. Your second job is rhyme time. Circle the word that rhymes with the first word. All right, take one off the top of the stack and pass it. First name, last name, number. Nice, neat handwriting. You may begin as soon as you get it. You're sorting the words. Just lay on the table. Okay. Hey, that's a great idea, Lucy. As you use the word, you need to circle it so that you don't go back to it and you don't try to use it again. That helps you to keep your place. That's a good strategy. Just lay it down. Now we're applying what we've learned. Applying what we learned. Very good. Awesome, Emma. Love how hard you're working. Thank you. Brenda, do you know what to do? Need some help? Alright, let's look at this word. What's the word? Joe. We're listening for the long O sound. What does long O say, Brenda? O. Alright, so the word is Joe. Do you hear O at the beginning of the word, the middle of the word, or at the end of the word? At the end. So you're going to write Joe under end. Make sense? Love that you're working so hard. Thank you very much. Yes, sir?
Slow's gonna be tricky.
Slow seems tricky, but we are so smart that we know that O and W work together to say
Oh.
Yes, sir?
Go was tricky because there's not really a middle. Because, like, there's two words in it.
O and go.
Yeah.
Thank you for raising your hand, Carson. You got it, sister. Very impressive, second grade friends. part? Okay, what's the word? Where do you hear the O sound? Okay. Very good. I'm going to give you about 2 more minutes to finish up. About 2 more minutes to finish up. Huh? You tell me. What are we supposed to do? Rhyme time. You have to choose the word that rhymes with the bold word in the back. Crow. Which one rhymes? It doesn't have to be spelled the same. It just has to have that same sound at the end, like a rhyming word does. Rhyming words sound the
Same.
Do they have to be spelled the same? No. About 30 more seconds. 30 more seconds. Ready, set.
You bet.
Ready, set.
Not yet.
Okay. I'll give you some time before we get, or during reading ranches to finish up your work before you go to reading ranches. That's a great idea, but we are about to check. Huh? What is a rhyming word? Okay, so what's this word? What is a word that rhymes with goes? Crow or toes? Most, roast, or coat. There you go. Boat, slow, or coat. Or is just in there to say, is it this word or that word? All right, papers down. Pencils down. Papers down. Pencils down. If you are not finished, I will give you some time during reading ranches. All right, beginning. I will read the words that have the long O sound at the beginning. Pencils are down, so we're not working, we're checking. Oats. What's the word?
Oats.
Own. What's the word?
Own.
Old. What's the word?
Old.
Oak. What's the word?
Oak.
Very good. Middle, where we hear long O in the middle. Boat. What's the word?
Goat.
Fold. What's the word?
Fold.
Most. What's the word?
Most.
Roast. What's the word?
Roast.
Coat. What's the word?
Coat.
Goes. What's the word?
Goes.
And the end. Joe. What's the word?
Joe.
Slow. What's the word?
Slow.
Go. What's the word?
Go.
Snow. What's the word?
Snow.
Toe. What's the word?
Toe.
Pro. What's the word?
Pro.
Awesome job. All right, pencils are down. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. Voices off. Eyeballs on me. Okay, guys. This is going to be like a review of something that you may or may not remember. We are going to talk about contractions with not. Contractions with the word not. A contraction is a word made up of 2 words, but written in a shorter way, and we use a special mark. What's the special mark we use in a contraction? Let me show you a not contraction. What is that special mark that you see in a contraction? Class?
Apostrophe.
What is it?
Apostrophe.
Okay, I heard comma. Why can't this be a comma? What are the reasons this is not a comma? Riley?
One reason
Very good.
it is not a comma is because it's up high.
Awesome. And we know apostrophe.
Way up high.
Okay. Lizzie, do you have another reason?
Another reason is that a comma, you have to pause at a comma.
Exactly, because we know comma.
Comma way down low tells you when to freeze and go.
Very good. So we know that when we're reading, Xander, when we're reading and we get to a comma, we have to and then go. Okay? So let's look at this contraction for not. Okay? Haven't. What's the word?
Haven't.
Haven't is made up of 2 words. The difference in a contraction and a compound word is in a contraction, that apostrophe takes the place of some letters, doesn't it? Okay? In the contraction not, that apostrophe takes the place of the letter O. O. So haven't, the contraction haven't, is made up of have not. All right, let me give you 2 words, and I'm going to let you talk to a partner and see if you can decide what the contraction is for these 2 words. Okay? Actually, I'm going to do 2 so that you and your partner may both share. All right, the first 2 words I want you to make into a contraction are do and not. The second 2 words I want you to make into a contraction are and not. When I give you the signal, I'm going to let you talk to a shoulder partner. Let's do our howdy partner promise.
I promise to sit face to face, sit crisscross applesauce, take turns talking, respect others.
All right. I want you to discuss this, and what I really would like is for one partner 1, you work on do not, partner 2 work on are not, and I'll tell you when to switch. Okay? I'll give you just a minute, and then I'll let you switch. That's fine. And then Jackson?
Do not.
Tell your partner how to spell it.
Okay, I'll do not. And girls go first. Okay. D-O-N'-T.
Ready?
Your turn.
Switch.
Do not. D-O-N'-T. Yes, D. We just heard that. Okay. The apostrophe takes place of the O and the N.
All right, come back in 3, 2, 1. Eyes and ears. All right, I'm going to let you check. Do not. Do stays the same. N apostrophe T, and the contraction for do not is don't. Are not. Are not. See if I can make it work. R stays the same. N apostrophe T, and that contraction says aren't. All right. We are going to cook up some contractions. Okay? Now, let me see. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Now, do you remember the activity that we did with Band-Aids?
Yes.
Thank you for your manners.
You're welcome.
We used Band-Aids to doctor up. Remember, we did surgery on our contractions? Well, today, you're going to use a spatula. Because we are going to cook up some contractions. And then we're going to put our contractions on our cookie tray. So that's why you brought your glue and your scissors. What I'm going to do is this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Normally there are 20 of you here. There are not today. So I'm going to let you work with your shoulder partner again. And if there are 3 in a group, I will give that group 2 words. Okay? Your job. Look at what I have. Okay? Hold on just a moment. Look at what I have. Okay? I have words with not. Could not. Did not. Had not. Were not. Your job is to use the spatula to make a
Compound. Apostrophe.
Okay, let's try that one more time. Because we're not, oh, I see. I see. You're making an apostrophe. Okay. But what is the word called that we are making, Emma?
Compound.
Contraction.
A contraction. A compound word is made up of 2 words, but nothing changes. Awesome. A contraction is made up of 2 words, and it has an apostrophe. It can't be a comma because commas are
Way down low.
okay, so it has to be up high. Now, you're using the spatula as your apostrophe. You have to cut and cook up your contractions. I want you to go ahead and turn to your partner, and I will bring you your non-contraction. Yep, you fix it. You have, oh wait, you guys are only doing 1. Here you go, you guys get 2. You guys get 1. Make sure you're working together.
Okay.
You cut it out. You can cut it around the dotted line first.
It's kind of like when we did the circular thing with the bandages.
Girls, do you have 3 in your group? Thank you for
This time, we do the same thing, but the spatula is the comma. Okay, I'll the spatula. Not the comma, the apostrophe.
Pass that to the girls.
Hold on. And I take this. Not this.
Some of you, my sister Brinley and
Thank you.
Jack.
And there's the rest of these squares.
Friends, eyes and ears. Eyes and ears so that you know exactly what Miss Griffith expects. I need everybody's eyes on me. Okay. The first thing you need to do is to cut on the dotted line after I give you the signal. All the way around it. Your next job is that you're going to have to take out some letters, aren't you? You're going to have to take out what letter? O. Okay? And if you want to move the N closer to the S, that's fine. Oh, I haven't given the signal yet. Okay? And then you're going to use your spatula. You're going to cut it around the edges. And you're going to use your spatula. You may have to trim it up a little more to make it smaller or skinnier so it doesn't cover up letters. To make your contraction isn't. Okay? Make sense? Give me a number on 1 through 4 and let me know to make sure you know exactly what I expect. Okay. Xander, do you have a question?
Summer doesn't have one.
She doesn't need one. You work together on one contraction. Good. All right, what's your question, Mackenzie? Okay, what's your question? Or where what are you going That's fine. I mean, you got to fix it.
I about didn't have. Can I use this? I need it. Why? Because I need it. Do I always?
Ma'am.
Yeah, you always do. I'm cutting it a little skinnier so I can.
Hey, girls, some other. You can all work at the same time. Cut it in half and then let's play it.
Okay, there we go. This is a messy activity.
Elizabeth.
Let's kill the. I need one of those here. You can make it a little smaller if you need to. Okay. Thanks for the spatula, Carson. Right, I have to how many groups? Wow. Carson had the smallest stroke ever. Yeah. Well, I'm not doing anything. Yeah, that's why I said you got this. Now I gotta cut it even more. And I glued it halfway. I feel no idea. Glue.
Trim it more.
You gotta keep it back.
I should have used
Very good. Did you guys work together?
Okay.
Okay.
Trim it.
Love the teamwork I'm seeing. Thank you. Let me show you an example. This is Evan and Brooklyn's example of doesn't. That's Mr.
Sorry.
Like that? That's fine. Like yours, that's fine. Yours is fine. I think it's fine. Unless you want to cut it and skip it over, you can glue it. Do I have another one, Ray? Yes, sir.
What if there's
And what would you have to do to get rid of one of the ends? Cut one out. Very good. Love the way that we're working together. Mason.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Are you finished, Mason?
I mean, yes, ma'am. You weren't forgetting to say yes, ma'am.
You may take your things back to your seat.
Yes, ma'am.
Great job. Awesome.
Okay.
Hey, that was pretty smart. Girls, just covering it up with your spatula, that was pretty good.
He builds crates to paint.
Well, that works out. Some cut it, some didn't. Very good. Where are you putting your spatula? In between the N and the T? If you are finished, open up your notes to Biblioboro. Jackson, thank you so much for reading your story so nice and so quiet. Ready? Let's read it silently and then we'll partner read it along, maybe.
Okay.
Thank you for asking first.
This is a little bit too long. Okay, also. This is this one illustrated or they choose.
Read to yourself. Silent reading, that's the strategy we use. Check out the genre. See what it is. Check out the genre. Where's your spatula? Okay. I think it's right. Okay, but what did you cut off? Okay, now what are you doing? What are you guys gonna do next? Where does it go? That's not taking a place of any letter. Look up there. Not after the two. What letter does the apostrophe take the place of and not? What letter? Mm-hmm. You don't need the scissors. And what's your word? What is it? Mm-hmm. Very good. Okay, friends, we are going to take a brain break. Since everyone is finished.
I'm finished.
Okay. Stay seated until the brain break comes on.
Okay.
All right, everybody stand. Riley. Yep. Help us out. Thank you for being my volume girl.
You're welcome, Mrs. Bonner. Something.
That just gives us a little break.